In 2026, Time magazine reported a milestone no business owner wanted to see. An AI agent named Luna took charge of a real retail shop. It managed real staff, handled real employment contracts, and made decisions with real consequences. But a gap existed between what Luna was meant to do and what it actually did. It watched a worker arrive late for 17 out of 23 shifts. On one occasion, the worker was 68 minutes late, leaving the store completely unstaffed. Luna excused every single instance without issuing a single warning. The situation only changed when a human operator at the parent company stepped in and prompted the AI to check its own rules. Luna abruptly reversed course. It initially suggested a formal warning, but after the operator pointed out the worker's history, the AI skipped straight to recommending immediate dismissal. Human staff then carried out that termination, relying entirely on the AI's final output to justify the firing. Luna functioned exactly as it was designed, yet it caused real-world damage because it operated within a vacuum of operational guardrails. This case proves that deploying autonomous systems without a human-defined safety net creates immediate, documented risks. If a major corporation tries to deploy an AI agent today, the rollout moves slowly. Corporations buffer software with legal teams, risk committees, and HR sign-offs. Algorithms clear half a dozen hurdles before reaching the real world. Small businesses don't have that luxury. With thin oversight and policies in people's heads, their speed of adoption easily outpaces their safety checks. Take a typical 60-person business, like Clearview Accountants in Manchester. The senior partner sets up an AI assistant on a Friday afternoon to flag attendance patterns. No one sets rules on what the AI can and cannot do. If that partner asks the AI to evaluate an underperforming staff member and acts on it, they are operating with the exact same vulnerability that caught Luna's creators, a quiet failure waiting for a trigger. To fix the vulnerability, we have to understand exactly how Luna failed. The first issue was amnesia. Luna actually wrote an employee handbook when it was first deployed, but within a few weeks, that handbook completely vanished from its memory. Language models operate using a context window, a temporary working memory used during a single chat session. This window is not permanent storage. It inevitably resets and wipes itself clean. This leads to the first pillar of SME governance, persistent policy. Any rule your AI needs to apply must live outside the model in a durable, retrievable location. You cannot rely on AI to remember policies on the fly. Clearview solves this by moving their employee handbook into a SharePoint folder. They instruct their AI assistant to read that folder before answering HR queries, pulling rules directly into its active process. Grounding your AI in permanent external documents ensures its output is based on your actual company guidelines, instead of whatever the algorithm guesses a reasonable policy might look like. Luna's second critical failure was a complete lack of friction. The moment the AI recommended dismissing the worker, that output translated into a real-world firing with zero required pause or pushback. If an AI makes a mistake summarizing a routine meeting, the damage is negligible. But if it makes an error regarding a decision that affects a person's livelihood, financial position, or legal standing, the consequences are severe. This requires Pillar 2, human checkpoints. There must be a mandatory, documented pause between what the AI recommends and what a human actually executes. Clearview implements this by writing a single, simple rule into their workflow. Any AI output related to staff attendance or client billing must be manually reviewed and signed off by a senior partner before any action is taken. These checkpoints apply standard engineering safety to high-stakes business decisions, making sure a named person, not an algorithm, owns the final outcome. The final failure in the Luna incident became obvious after the fact. When the worker was fired, the company had no documented history of warnings, no specific policy referenced by AI, and zero proof of procedural fairness. Building this level of governance does not require a massive enterprise compliance team or expensive new software. It only requires deliberate, localized design choices. You can establish this framework in 30 days. In week 1, inventory every AI tool currently running in your business. Ask yourself exactly which of those tools influence high-stakes operational decisions involving staff or finances. In week 2, audit the rules. Find out where the policies governing those high-stakes decisions actually live, and move them into a durable, centralized folder that your AI agent is instructed to read. In weeks 3 and 4, assign a specific human reviewer for every consequential area, and start logging those AI-assisted decisions immediately. Date, query, recommendation, and reviewer. Implementing these structural steps takes perhaps a few hours across your team, a fraction of the time and capital it takes to recover from a catastrophic algorithmic mistake. AI agents are exceptionally powerful operational tools for small businesses, but power without governance is simply a liability waiting to be exposed. Implementing these 3 pillars makes that power safe to wield.